Melissa Ruth as she prepares Diamonds and Pearls. Come on, Melissa, all the way from Houston, Texas. Melissa Ruth. She says that she has been described as a procrastinator or a distracted procrastinator. She's also an entrepreneur. She's a natural born leader. She's a tenacious warrior. But her book, Choose Your Viking, is the first series titled My Viking is Not Your Prince Charming. Believing her experience were given to her to help others and their purpose in life, Melissa finally put pen to paper, or rather, fingers to her phone, to share her stories. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Amazon published author, Melissa Ruth.
I've mentioned this before. This is my third book signing here at Microsoft. So thank you, Desiree. This has been awesome. I have to tell a little story. So when the concept of this book tour was just kind of discussed, whispered around just a little bit, I did not have a book written yet. And when I signed up, I did not have a book written yet. I did have an idea. I think quite a few of us in here have said to ourselves, we all said, I'm going to write my story someday.
Right.
And I'm gonna write it someday. I have a book in my mind, I'm gonna write it someday, right? We all said it. And many of us here have had to find a way to say, okay, now is the time. It's time for me to write. So for me, I spent about too long, many years saying I'm going to write my story. And I kept saying, when I have time, I'll write my story. And I had a friend who was another author in business, and she said, Melissa, you need to write your story. And my answer was, not now, I'm too busy. And then I got on a plane, and I sat next to a girl who said, I just don't know if I found Mr. Right. I just don't know if he's my Prince Charming. Huh. Okay, all right, we'll talk. So we talked, and I got off the plane, and then I got on another plane, and I sat next to a girl who said, I just don't know if he's my Prince Charming. Huh. All right. So then I got off the plane. I said, okay, well, maybe it's time for me to write my story. And, oh, well, I really just don't have time right now. Maybe next month. And then I got on a plane, and I sat next to another girl who said, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he wants to do what I want to do. So again, I had another conversation, and I said, by golly, it's time for me to write my book. Okay, God, I'll write my book. And then I met Desiree, like literally the same week. And then she said, we're going to have a book tour. And my husband said, you better write your book. Okay, so to say all that, I sat there, and actually this was not the book that I thought I was going to publish. I sat there for a month writing a future book. And then I said, something's not right. It doesn't feel right. I need to change my story. So I think we had 3 weeks before the first book signing. And I was praying because I wanted to make sure my first book was a story that people needed to read. And I think I spent a couple of days just concerned. Well, what am I supposed to say, God? What do you want me to say to all these people? And it was late. It was a Friday night. We just come back from an event, and everyone's getting ready for bed. Y'all know, everyone's the house is kind of quiet. Things are kind of dying down. It's getting late. And we're old now, so we go to bed early. And I sat there, and I looked in the mirror, and I said, and God said, write the story of the girl in the mirror. Every single one of us have stood in front of a mirror and questioned who we were. Every single one of us have looked in the mirror and questioned whether we had something of worth, whether we were someone of worth. Every single one of us questioned whether or not we were someone of value, someone worthy of forgiving. And a lot of times that stops us from living our true calling. So yes, this book is primarily for the girl who's looking for her Prince Charming. And it's really to encourage that girl to say, hey, you don't need a Prince Charming. You need someone who's going to walk with you in the battles of life. Because as we all know, it doesn't end when we say, I do. right? You're going to have battles in life. You're going to have job loss. You're going to have health issues. You're going to have all kinds of issues that you're going to have to deal with as a couple. So I encourage you, if you're single, to look for a Viking, someone who's going to join you in the battles, who's going to go out there and fight with you, all right? Now, if you're married, there's a part in this book that also talks to that. Because we all are married to a husband. And in truth, well, I guess I should say we're in 2017, so maybe we're not all married to a husband, but we're all married to someone, okay? And the truth of it is, whoever he is our Viking. So whether or not you think he is, he has the potential to be. So I talk to a lot of ladies who say, well, he's just lazy. Well, he's just whatever. They have excuses, right? We've all heard them. We've all made them. But when we change our thought process to understand that while we go out into the world and we get hammered, so do our husbands. And our job in the home is to encourage them and to show them why we chose to be their wives. So this book also talks about a lot of other things. It talks about unwanted pregnancy or surprise pregnancies. It talks about single moms. It talks about self-worth and whether we have something to offer the world. So I encourage you, it's a very short read. It's a small book. It's an easy read. I encourage you to pick it up for someone that you care about that maybe might be dealing with any of those issues. Read it yourself. I'd love to hear your review. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. And look for the future books that are coming.